Welcome back, everyone. This is a trade idea alert, quite a timely matter, so I hope you're watching sooner than later, unless you alternatively would have put a bunch of money into this trade and lost a bunch in retrospect. Then I guess I could say that hopefully you don't see it, but who will know? So let's get into this. This will be brief and to the point, mostly. With many news events, I often wonder how I can make money from it. With the talk of Hurricane Milton becoming a Category 5, I once again found myself wondering that very thing. More specifically, this seems to be a central southern Florida play. And in my search, I came across this. This is a tweet that I reposted at 9:50 a.m. Did I really? Or is that when they posted it? Nonetheless, I found this in my search. Phosphate market, this could hurt. Florida is built to withstand hurricanes to an extent. This looks bad. This looks really bad. Even if production facilities do not withstand major damage, they need workers to run the plants, and homesteads may not fare as well. Excellent point. So let's get into the names. Mosaic, ticker symbol MOS, has a great deal of Florida exposure with their phosphate mines and plants. Link in article is 10K if you want to go see this image yourself. I started looking through articles about Mosaic, and I find it quite interesting that none of the ones I read cited hurricanes barreling through Florida as a risk. Odd. What's another way to play this? How about citrus groves? For those unaware, orange juice futures have been booming. This is more of a fun fact that I wanted to include, not necessarily pertinent to the trade idea. Here's a handy county map to help you in the next section, even though you probably won't be able to read any of it. I recall recently reading about Aleco. I think it's Aleco. We'll call it Aleco. Aleco in an undervalued shares publication. Link in the article. Below, you'll see this production per county from their most recent 10K. Many of Aleco operations sit farther south than the Mosaic operations do. DeSoto County has the largest impact on Aleco. However, Mosaic's new Wales production facility is their largest contributor in Florida, which is in Mulberry City, Polk County, which is farther north, about an hour or so. How much any one of these operations or segments contribute to overall revenues, let alone actual profit, is not something I know. As such, how could a reasonable person buy these stocks not knowing the financial impact that a temporary shuttering of operations, an act of God, or a force majeure have on them? Well, that's for you to decide and think about. I'm merely putting an idea in front of you. Perhaps you'll read this and appreciate the thought process. Others of you might want to dig in and buy a position. Perhaps you've been looking to start a position in one of these names and think this might be a good time to get a starter position going. Others might find this to be a swing trade. Others will balk at the idea and move on in life. Timing on the trade? Hell if I know. Could they dump another 5 and 10% tomorrow and the next day and the next day? Absolutely. Or it could get priced in by Tuesday, things don't develop as terribly as initially thought, and they rebound. It really all depends on you. I will say if it's a trade, position size accordingly and know when you'll add to your position or dump your position. And just as importantly, respect those guidelines once you put them in place. And please, be mindful of such disclaimers as the one below. It's not the wisest idea to get trapped in a trade with the alternative being a good faith violation. I rushed this out so it's not as thorough as I generally prefer, but I thought it was worth putting out there and on your radar. Thank you for watching, and stay safe out there.